Alrighty. It's finally time to do this thing that I've been putting off for a bit. Where's the ticket? Here we go. We're doing Nangong's final callback, which we haven't done yet. So I still don't know what she does entirely.
Do you have a secret
So,
you want to share?
despite the fact that I own her, but this is gonna be the first time I'm actually gonna be like fully figuring out what she does. So that'd be pretty cool. Okay, if this makes sense. This is what I've been seeing. These big terrible explosive effect for the downbeat. You can perform up to charge attacks. The right one takes a precise charging attack the entire days. There's like a specific timing thing I can do. Uh, I need help. It's an anomaly. Okay. Yes, that whole thing. I've been figuring out what exactly that does, but other than just days. I have been doing a balloon with it though, which is interesting. Any squad number stuns an enemy. Nangong Yu gains 2 stacks of dance power. So that's the thing that's next to it. Uh, up to maximum 2 stacks. When Nangong uses dance powers, if her EX special attack is good attack, roll explosive or quick consistency. This enemy running days. Second, this power is considered trigger polarity disorder on the enemy. Nangong Yu has dance powers. The next time she is switched on field, she will directly launch the first stage basic attack. Search
Oh, coming through! Tommy Concerto!
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, so we're doing a full reading because often I find it to be confusing. Where is it? Can you bring me to the okay. Stride momentary percent. You can perform up to 3 hits, second and third hit. Using a chain attack, ultimate, or EX special attack downbeats are available. Holds to give the first hit directly from the second and third hits, but always trigger precise charging. Active character, chain attack, ultimate, EX special attacks do not interrupt the combo count of basic attack and level explosive impact. While charging the first hit, anti-drop level increases and mistaken decreases 60%. The second and third character is invulnerable because she's in the air. During the dash phase, the first hit, enemy attacks are blocked. Successful block, the attack is treated as a precise charge attack. Oh, cool. So it has a counter. Attack with Morning Star. Does the same thing. So the skill isn't doing all that much. Despite what I thought it was doing. Mm. So deactivate delusion replies with their ultimate. When Nangong uses initial anomaly mastery exceeds 110, each point of initial anomaly mastery above that increases her impact by 1. Okay, so she does. She's one of the only characters that you can directly increase impact for. Them. That's interesting. Well, again, it can only be increased on mastery, which is increased to like the same things. When an enemy is stunned, each time any character triggers a bloom disorder or inflicts attribute anomaly on the enemy, enemy gains 1 stack of vibrato. It's going to make it up to 4 stacks of vibrato. If vibrato reaches the maximum stacks and the enemy is afflicted with an ether, electric, fire, physical, or ice anomaly, which is just the elements, or if the enemy has vibrato and recovers from being stunned, all vibrato stacks will be cleared. When vibrato is cleared, the enemy is suffering an aforementioned attribute anomaly. Nangong Yu triggers an instance of balloon damage on the target, dealing an additional instance of attribute anomaly damage equal to that percentage of the original attribute anomaly damage. Each stack of vibrato on the enemy increases the balloon damage by an additional 25%. During the same stun period, once vibrato has been cleared, the enemy cannot gain vibrato again. When Nangong Yu's basic attack, or explosive impact, or EX special attack, the unbearable weight of love hits an enemy, whatever which one that is, her anomaly buildup rate increases by 35%, and her days dealt. Okay, sound back up. There we go. Now, what was I on? Its enemy anomaly buildup rate increases 4%, base dealt 4%. Hospital armor damage dealt is increased 25%, quick triggers reacceleration. When in combat, Nangong Yu restores 3.8 downbeats per second. When X bombers inflicts an attribute anomaly on the enemy, Nangong Yu restores an additional 12 downbeats. You can hold up to 100, and it starts with 30 downbeats upon entering the battlefield. When another member squad's anomaly character or shares the same faction, any squad member's attack against a stunned enemy has a 30% increase build-up. Chain attacks against a stunned enemy have an additional 30% increase in anomaly build-up. When any squad member stuns an enemy, Nangong gains 2 stacks of Dance of Prowess, up to a maximum of 2 stacks, lasting 15 seconds. Repeated triggers Reset Liberation with Dance Prowess when a heavy attack from Nangong special attack with Flove. Basic attack save hits an enemy with both stunned and affected by natural anomaly. It's like a Death Prowess consume trigger the special sword effect by sword against all enemies who meet the conditions. This deals damage equal to 24% sword damage. Triggers the previous squad member's quick assist. Polarity of sword does not clear their target's anomaly. If the skill fails to trigger polarity of sword, or dance prowess will not be consumed. When Nangong Yu has dance prowess, the next time she uses the field, she will immediately before the first hit of basic attack of explosive. Also, always trigger precise charging. When any squad member stuns an enemy, Nangong Yu's EX special attack will not consume energy. Holy cow, this is long. Nangong and Arya are in the same squad. If Arya's basic attack, perfect pitch, heavy attack hits an enemy that is both stunned and affected by Nangong Yu, fully participates in this attack. If 1 stack of dance prowess will also be consumed to trigger polarity disorder on all enemies who meet the conditions. And the third of Nangong Yu's basic attack of explosive or impulsive meteor impact shoots the enemy. The enemy suffers misstep. Under this can affect stun damage multiply increases 30%, and the enemy becomes stunned or stun damage. For recovering the stun, misstep can only trigger once of the same target. This increased stun duration cannot sacrifice. Interesting. So she does have a direct thing, which is interesting. Unfortunately, I can't check the others in here because, well, they didn't give us the other 2 members, unknowingly enough.
Alright, how about this? Don't freak out now!
I haven't actually seen her ultimate yet.
Watch this! Woohoo! Meteor time!
I haven't seen that yet. That's cool. Again.
Don't freak out now!
Oh. Okay. I still don't fully understand how exactly you're supposed to use her, but I understand, like, that there is a timing aspect to her skills. With the little, like, flashes. Okay. That was the first time I've seen her ultimate. I haven't been in any fights long enough to have to use her ultimate.